All right, we're back with solving systems of equations, part 2, but now we're going to do using standard form. So when we had slope-intercept form, we could figure out the y-intercept and then figure out does it go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, that sort of thing. But now we have standard form and we can't really get those hints. What we can do is we could do some plug and chug. We can plug in our information, what we're going to call our x and y intercepts. So I have x and y right here. I'm going to create my little table. I'm going to use blue for one equation and red for the other equation. So when I look at this, I have 2x plus y is equal to 1. If I plugged in 0 for x, I'm going to cover that up. I would have y equals 1. Okay, then I put that. Now if I plugged in a 0 for y, 2 times what equals 1? 2 times 1 half. Okay, that's not so nice. So I'm gonna put another number. I'm gonna go to the next available number. I'm gonna go to 1. Let's make x equal to 1. So if I plugged in 1, 2 times 1 is 2. Y plus 2 equals 1. If I minus 2 on both sides, I get negative 1. So now I have two numbers. I have 0, 1, and I have 1, negative 1. And now, what I can do is I can take my straight edge and plot it. Now let's do the other one. I have x minus 2y is equal to 8. Okay, well, let's create my t-table. I plug in, let's say I plug in 0 for x. Negative 2y is equal to 8. Well, then that's negative 4. Negative 2 times negative 4 equals 8. Now if I cover up that y now, it says x equals 8. Okay, well then x equals 8. And then I try to find 8, 0, and oh, it's not there. So let's try to go maybe halfway in between. Let's choose a different number. Let's say 4, because that's halfway in between 0 and 8. So now I have 4. So if I do 4 minus 2y is equal to 8. If I pretend that's a 4 and I minus 4 on both sides, I get negative 2y is equal to 4. Negative 2 times what equals 4? Negative 2 times negative 2 equals 4. So 4 comma negative 2 and 0 comma negative 4. And now I can, using my straight edge, figure out where they meet. And informally, I know it's going to hit at 2 comma negative 3. I would take my guess at that. Once again, this is an informal way to solve it. All right, let's go on to our next one. So we have 4x plus y is equal to 1, and x plus y is equal to 2. Let's say the first one's going to be red, so x and y. Okay, if x is 0, then y equals 1. And if y is 0, then x is 1/4. Okay, not so nice. Okay, let's use a different number. Let's say x is 1. If x is 1, so 4 plus y equals 1. Minus 4 on both sides, I get negative 3. So I have two numbers. I have 0, 1, and I have 1, negative 3. Plot those points. Connect it. It's going to be a little bit off, as you can tell, because when we're graphing informally, it's not going to be so nice. So I have another x and y table. If x is 0, then y equals negative 2. If y is 0, then x is negative 2. Well, that's pretty nice. So 0, negative 2, and negative 2, negative 2, 0. And then just plot that point. That one looks a little off. There we go. And it should hit right there. Once again, when we're doing these informal graphing solutions of system of equations, it might not always look nice because we're not perfect. We're not graphing calculators. but we're going to try our best. All right, we have 5 right here. We have x plus 2y is equal to 4. We have 3x plus 2y is equal to 8. All right, well, let's do the first one. We have x and y. Let's go up and down this time. If x is 0, 2 times what equals 4? 2 times 2. Okay, let's pretend y is 0 now. X equals 4. Okay, well then x equals 4. So I know 0, 2, and I know 4, 0, and I can connect them. Now if I say my next one, x and y, well, there's going to be a problem because there's an 8 and a 3, and those aren't divisible. So if x is 0, I cover it up. 2 times what equals 8? 2 times 4. Okay, now let's cover up that y. All right, 3 times what equals? Well, 3 times x equals 8. So divide by 3 on both sides. I get 8 thirds. Not so nice. All right, well, let's go to the nearest whole number. Let's try 2. All right, 2 times 3 is 6. So we subtract 6 on both sides. We get 2 on that side. 2 times what equals 2? 2 times 1. So now I have 2 numbers I like. There are 2 coordinates, there and there. So 0, 4, and 2, 1. Hey, that looks like that'll hit. Let's see. Well, once again, informally, not so nice. But we know that our solution here will be 2, 1. Alright, last one before I let you do 1 through 8. We have x minus y is equal to -1. And we have 2x plus y equals 4. So let's do the top one as red and the bottom one is blue. So x and y. So if x is 0, y is 1. Negative times what equals -1? Negative times 1. And if y is 0, then x equals -1. So I just plug it 0, 1, and then -1, 0. Oh, so this is going to be like one of those. I'm not even going to use the straight edge. That's how confident I am in drawing this line. Now in the next one right here, we have x, y. Or I mean our t-table, xy. Alright, so if x is 0, y equals 4. That's nice. And cover up that. 2 times what equals 4? 2 times 2. So at 2, 0, and 0, 4. And down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. It looks like it's going to be right there. And so our solution will be at 1, 2. Alright, so I'm going to want you to do 1 through 8 on our solving system of equations part 2. Alright, good luck.